Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. Rose here. Hope you guys like the new intro I designed. I'd be very happy to hear your input. I sat up last night making it. So, I've been busy today, and it would seem that Foodie did another live stream called Great Steak and Cheese Fries Bees. So, we're back to using the word bees in titles. Well, you guys know what that means. When Foodie uses the word bees in the title, it's because she can no longer use the word binge in the title to get attention and to get views because of YouTube rules. So when she says in the title that she's beezing, what she's actually trying to say is she's binging. And so she's going to do this live stream, and she's doing a mukbang slash binge. And makes this one a little different is that Foodie is having a little bit of a mini rage. She's cranky. She's upset about something. The react that I did last night when she was doing the mukbang with Sala filming her, something was off during the whole thing. She was not happy while she was eating. She looked very upset. I'm not quite sure what was making her upset. Maybe it was the fact that she wasn't eating anything that was sweet. It could have been the fact that Sala was filming her and showing her entire body profile. I'm not entirely sure. But in this live stream, she's raging. So I wanted to give my thoughts, feelings, and opinions. So here we are. So let me just go ahead and share the screen so you guys can see and hear everything. So there's Miss Foodie. So let's get to, shall we?
That's why I'm so excited to try all these foods. I have the flu. No, really? Like cold flu, like the or like the other one, where it comes out 100 ends. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna show you the food and a little bit of my area.
So it would seem like the home cooking, being a housewife kind of thing, it didn't last long. She cooked one meal for Sala, and here we are back to the fast food.
So you can see, we're still. I'm trying to get it to a spot where I can do like a really nice tour. Hold on.
And Foodie, this is just me talking. If you're going to wear an abaya, if you're going to wear the clothing over there, and it means a lot to other people, at least try to keep it clean. Don't use the abaya as a bib and let food and drinks spill all over it. Likewise for the rest of you. Coming on camera with food spilled on your clothing and we can clearly see it because it's showing right up. Not a nice thing to do.
I'm sorry you have, oh, the old school flu. Influenza A. Okay. Ooh, okay. Now this might be controversial for you guys, but okay. This is what is it?
Hold on a minute. Who was that? Who was in the background?
Hold on. I'm sorry you have, oh, the old school flu. Influenza A. Okay. Ooh, okay. Now this might be controversial for you guys, but
Yes, you see that? There's a pair of feet back there. Who's that? Is that you, Sala? Although the toenails look like they're painted, I'm not quite sure. Let me blow that up. Those don't look like Sala's feet. I could be wrong, but who's standing right there? Who is that? Those feet look kind of small for being a man's feet. Hold on a minute. I'm getting a screenshot of that. I need to check this out. I'm saving that. All right, let's continue. I'm just like, who is that roaming around with the bare feet?
okay.
Okay, that probably, I'm sorry, that was Sala's feet. I saw more of the body. I was just like, who is wandering around the background?
This is what is it? Chicken teriyaki. I didn't get the cheese stick because I wanted chicken. And yeah, so the little owl. I just saw Sal. No, Sally's legs. Where? Oh, you didn't. He might come in and out. I don't know. Hey, basic, basic. Red. I look like crap. I know. It's just that, you know what? I had a nap. I wasn't feeling too well. So my makeup came off, whatever I had on. And then, yeah, you know. So just, bear with me. Is your drink in a fry box? Sal exposed his leg. Oh, you saw his toes? Where? No, that's me. He's not here.
Why are you saying he's not there if we just saw his legs? He's clearly in the house. Or do you mean that he's not in the same room? Even if he's not in the same room, he can still hear you. He's still there.
He came to bring in the router. If it's closer, it might be better. So this is lemon juice. Mmm. Woo. Very sour. Flop. Hey, Lulu. Helene, I'm feeling a bit better. Thanks, Red. I'm going to try the cheese fries without ketchup, then I'm putting ketchup. I don't care what you say.
So, Chantal, you ate fries last night. That little party platter that you and Sala got that was really just for you, there were fries all over it, so you're eating fries again. So please explain to me how you're getting healthy eating all that fast food. Because if you are on this successful fast food diet, I think you need to share it with the world. If you have a successful fast food diet, we all need to know, like how you're accomplishing that.
Beauty bite. Yum. Actually, you know who's playing right now? Oh, you put the router near me? Yeah. That's what I said.
So Helene Ayala says, you looked a bit upset yesterday. Yeah, so I'm not the only one who noticed it. A lot of people noticed it. I was in Gary Unfiltered stream last night, and he was reviewing Foodie, and even he noticed it. That, something just seemed off with Foodie. Like something was definitely wrong. She wasn't happy about eating. She looked rather angry, and nobody is sure of exactly why. We could all speculate all day long on the reasons that she was mad, and we could be halfway right or halfway wrong, but only Chantal would know why she was mad.
That's why I was like, okay. Because he came to bring the router in. Um, in case you guys are wondering. Yeah, he's in the room watching the match. France is winning. I'm voting. I am. Solid thinks that France is going to win the entire game, the Super Bowl or whatever it's called, not Super Bowl, Cup. I know nothing about sports, and I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I'm voting for France. Is it fresh? It's so fresh. Hey,
It's fast food. How fresh can it be? How fresh can fast food be? Fast food is normally heated up on a griddle or in a microwave. How fresh can it be?
Atomic. Yay, Lulu. Yeah, it's so good to see you guys. I know I haven't been doing as many live streams. When do I use France 1 to yeah, I know. I use utensils. Yeah, you're right. I don't usually. I don't have a back scratcher. Hi, Marissa. I like saying, hi, Marissa. Hi, Travanda. Voting for France in honor. No. Voting for France in honor of my heritage. Am I not French? I'm not an Anglophone, am I? What am I? Not the Super Bowl. Ethan. Allez-y, les France.
Well, here we go. Here's the first super chat of the night saying, you go to Kuwait to sit and eat and show us zoo animals. Really, does he not trust you enough not to stalk the chat? I've been saying for a while, y'all, he doesn't trust her. They're supposed to be husband and wife. If you're in a relationship with somebody, regardless of whether they have a ring on their finger or not, you're supposed to trust your partner, no matter how far apart you are. In all honesty, neither one of them trust each other. She doesn't trust him to be alone without her, and he doesn't trust her to be alone and behave herself. So, how much of a marriage is it really if you have two people that she likes him, he can't stand her, and neither one of them trust each other? And she's got all of her insecurities and jealousies and possessiveness still in place.
Allez-y le bleu. These are really like seriously good. Like the cheese sauce doesn't taste all fake. Lee Moore. You go to Kuwait to sit and eat and show us zoo animals. Listen, Lee, I'm doing more than a lot of people. Going to a park, enjoying the weather. You criticize me when I'm in a room doing nothing. Now I go out and live my life. Travel to the Middle East. Yeah, I'm sitting and eating. I'm a human. I like to eat. You know, no matter where I am in the world, I'm gonna love food. I'm always gonna battle um, my issues with food.
You know, Chantal, it's a battle when you're in the fight, when you're fighting, when you're fighting against something. You're not fighting against anything. You're not fighting against your problem with food. You're giving in over and over again. You're giving in. You're not trying to eat healthy. You're not trying to change your life that way, although you need to. You need to change your diet. You need to live in a healthier way. It would benefit you greatly. But your problem, part of your problem is you took your ED and you gave it a job. You monetized it. So now not only do you have a problem, but you rely on the problem to get you views and to make you money. And your number one concern is having money because that's how you're keeping everything going, including your companionship with Salah. So you put yourself in a corner with your content. And if you remove the food and the drama, what do you have left? Not much. And I think that's part of the reason why you've been searching high and low for a co host for your channel. One part of that is wanting a partner for life. But I think another part of that is you want someone to be on camera with you to add to the conversation because even after all these years on YouTube, you don't know how to make entertaining conversation with people. You fill up a lot of the time with acting ridiculous and eating the food and putting on your makeup because you don't know how to just keep the conversation flowing. You're not a conversation kind of person.
My love for food. So, you know, if you don't like those, if you don't like the zoo, don't watch it. I like zoos. I love going to see animals. You know, I don't feel bad for the ghosts. They're ugly. I'm kidding. I'm joking. You guys know I love the goats. They're cute. They looked really well taken care of. They were really healthy looking, not emaciated and mangy. What does that mean? I know I dropped a bit of makeup on my abaya and I can't get it out. So this is my in-home abaya. I don't really wear it out anymore.
So, is there a reason why you can't put a towel or something around your front to protect your abaya so you won't get it stained and disgusting? And is there also a reason why you can't wash it? Have you tried washing your abaya? If you know you're a messy eater, use a napkin or put a towel around it so it's not getting stained because the abaya is not a bib.
Limit Guns video. Yeah. Oh, that's sour. Oh, is JLR getting weight loss surgery? You didn't.
Okay, I got something to say about that. So A plus says Chantal address ALR weight loss surgery arc. Will she go through with it? Amber is a lot like Chantal. She likes to talk about things she's gonna do, but then she doesn't follow through with it. Even if she wants to get weight loss surgery, she can't. Let me tell you why. Because when you go through weight loss surgery, there's a lot of hurdles that you have to cross before you get to that point where you're on the table and the surgeon is basically cutting you open. Like you have to pass a psych evaluation, you have to be on a liquid diet for over a month, which I don't think Amber is going to be able to do that. And honestly, if she's got a problem with food, which she does, she would not be a good candidate for weight loss surgery just because she's a binge eater and those thoughts and those triggers and that obsession with food that's in her mind has not been dealt with. If she got the surgery and she made it off the table because she still has that obsession of food, she would want to binge. And if she binged, all she would end up doing is possibly rupturing her stomach or making herself vomit repeatedly. When you get weight loss surgery, your stomach is about the size of a teacup. So if you have a routine in place, a rituals where you're eating all the food that you want, and then you're in a position where your stomach can only hold so much, and you try to stuff yourself, all you're going to do is make yourself sick. So if she wants the weight loss surgery, she's got a lot of work to do on herself. She's got to start losing weight now. She's got to start correcting her eating habits. She's got to really get past that problem with food. And then it might be successful, but not until then.
Didn't see that vlog yet? Oh yeah, it's on our couples channel, Rebe. They act like you were the owner of the zoo and blame you for the conditions that were a lot better than a lot of zoos. Yeah, like I felt worse at the Toronto Zoo. The poor rhino was in shackles and chains. There was a rhino there. At least they have like here they have more like it was just a small like goats and stuff like that. They call Cornwall the Paris of the West. Foodie Beauty, it's an expression of frustration at the people who highlight their messages. Oh, I see, just to be negative. Not the shackled rhino. I felt bad for the rhino. I really did. You know, shackle arc. So yeah, I want to try a whole bunch of fast food, but I am trying to balance it out with like fruits.
Oh, I can't with this woman. I can't. I want to try a whole bunch of fast food. So let me try to understand this, Chantal. You're someone, you have an active, raging, out of control, very severe ED. You're a binge eater. You are an emotional eater. You eat when you're angry. You eat when you're upset. You use food to calm yourself down. And fast food has always been your go to during all of your worst moments. So, am I to understand correctly that you want to travel the world, but rather than experience the food and the culture of other places and really broaden your palate and maybe get away from the fast food, you're finding a way to kind of tie it all into your travels. You have no intention of getting away from that. You want to keep it close to you, knowing that that is so closely linked to your ED. Am I understanding that right? Because honestly, I don't see the sense in traveling the world if all you're going to do is eat fast food in every single one of them. That's just stupid. When there's so much wonderful food across the world that you can try that probably tastes 1,000 times better than any Big Mac or fillet of fish. I just don't get it. Why anyone would travel thousands of miles and spend all that money just to eat a McDonald's in another area. It's just dumb.
You know, walking. I don't just laze around as much.
Chantal, I'm going to say something, and this is just brutal honesty, because your VIPs are not going to give it to you. They're not going to come at you and give it to you honest because they know what will happen if they do. They know that if they speak up and say what they're really feeling, you're going to get angry and you're going to block them. And they either care a lot about you and they don't want to hurt your feelings, or they're basically just yes men for you. But I'm going to give you the honesty. You've been in Kuwait for over a month. You've put on more weight since being there. And walking doesn't burn a lot of calories. You are consuming more calories than you're burning. You're not losing weight, you're gaining weight. Ma'am, you're wearing the biggest abaya they have over there, and even that is skin tight. You're not helping your health. And your life is your choice. You can do what you want. But if you're going to be someone that you do feeder content, then just do the feeder content and stop lying to people. Stop telling people, I'm getting healthier. I care about my health. I'm doing it for my partner, blah, blah, blah. Stop the bullshit. Just come right out and say, I'm a feeder channel and I love to eat food and I'm 500 pounds, because that is essentially, that's the truth. That is the truth. I don't know if you're saying all this, I'm healthy, I'm walking stuff to the camera because Sala is watching you, and maybe that's part of the lies that you told him, and so you have to keep it up. But ain't nobody buying what you're selling, no matter how cheap you try to sell it for, okay?
You know, sometimes I'm bratty and want to revert to my lazy self, but and then I do, and then that's it. Mm. Mm. Sorry. So I mean, you know, weight update. Yeah. So I don't know what to do about that. Remember when I used to do mukbangs? Woo! 11 months, you get 2 arm wiggles. Ready, set, rebees. Thanks for being in.
That's another thing. We know Chantal. Chantal's very much the brat. She even just said so. She said, I'm a brat. And her being a rebellious brat, if she lost weight, you know she'd be getting on the scale, showing us the true number, and flipping us the bird, because that's her personality. Look, you haters, look what I can do. Look, I lost weight, so screw you. Yeah, we'd be getting that treatment. She would be so proud of herself for her weight loss, she would get on the scale, show us the number, and go, look, I've lost 20 pounds. I've lost 50 pounds, so suck it. But she ain't getting on that scale because she knows she's been gaining, not losing. And Chantal, you better be careful. If you keep going the way you're going, you're going to get bedbound. And if you think that Salah's going to take care of you like that, he ain't. He's not. He doesn't have the training as a nurse to take care of someone who is super morbidly obese, who's bedbound, to make sure they don't get bed sores or infections. I don't know if that's part of the plan of, I'm going to get bedbound, and if I get bedbound, Salah's going to take care of me, and that's going to trap him with me, and he'll take care of me for life. If that's in your mind, you might as well get it out. He won't.
Important Beezer. Tam. Hey Tam, Bianca, welcome back. Isn't that a rebees for you? Ready, set, rebees. What did A plus say? Where's A plus? Oh, Twinkie Star wishes to be in Kuwaiti Zoo. Diet for Twinkies. Twinkie is so cute.
Flop Era coming through with the comment. Flop Era says, remember when I used to do mukbangs as opposed to what you're currently doing? Thank you, Flop Era. Thank you for saying that. Yeah, because you're still doing mukbangs, Chantal. Eating on camera is a mukbang. You have never stopped doing mukbangs. The only thing that you changed was that you're not doing videos anymore, you're doing them on live stream, so it's essentially the same thing.
Yeah, but you know, like when I actually did mukbangs with my intros and everything, I would always try to find a balance and then talk about my weight and blah blah blah. I don't want to do that, but
Yeah, you wanna know why she doesn't wanna do that? Because old school Chantal did the videos, and the videos were a lot shorter. And then there came that fateful night. Y'all remember the fateful night, December 31st of what was it, 2 years ago? When she did her first live stream with Pete's, and she ate the pizza, and she drank, and she was smoking on her vape pen. She live streamed for 6 to 8 hours, and she made about $600 net. She made big money, and that's when all the light bulbs in her head clicked off, and she thought to herself, "Why should I do videos when I can do live streams and make a crap ton more money? Not only am I getting views, but I get membership signups and I get super chats. So win, win, win for me." That's when she decided to do the live streaming, y'all. That's when it all started rolling. She knows her big money comes from live streams. So she just took the mukbanging to the live stream level to make the most money possible.
the thing is like I am doing little changes that are helping me, you know, be more fit in some ways, anyways.
Like,
Like my fitness level has improved, but we all know abs are made in the kitchen. This is a teriyaki chicken. I wasn't in the mood for beef, so it has mushrooms, Swiss cheese, lettuce, onions. Whoa, chicken.
you know, I wasn't in the mood for beef. Say that back in Canada when Sala isn't there. Then I'll believe you. I think Sala has a lot to do with a lot of the things that you're eating. I think he wants you to eat just a little bit healthy. He knows he's got to give in to you once in a while because you probably have temper tantrums and fights behind the camera that we don't see. You're like a big toddler when it comes to food. You want what you want. But I think he has a lot to do with the healthier eating. He's trying to slow you down from gaining even more weight even more rapidly.
Chicken teriyaki sauce. Okay. So earlier, I wasn't too hungry, so I offered to make Sala dinner. I made him something here. He's not picky. Like when it comes to eating at home, he's like normal like that. You guys know me and my fast food thing. Ready, set, B, Sala. No, the thing is I don't know if they have like different maybe food laws than like the US or Canada. Like everything has to be halal. Um, Even their processed cheese, their craft is white because I don't think they're allowed to put the dyes in it, maybe. It is fresh. So this is really good. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me just eat. Mm. Oh my gosh.
By the way, Foodie, just a thought. Look, it's your channel. You can do what you want on it. But if you bringing back the old classic Foodie intro, you doing that plus you eating on camera, if this is your way of attracting the feeders back to your channel because you need the money, I don't think you're going to be that successful. Want to know why? Because feeders, they want to see you go to town on the food. And when you were at home, you were doing a lot of things to cater to those feeder idiots. You were purposely coming on camera, dressing your bra and pants, showing off a lot of skin. That's something the feeders do like. You're letting the food drip down your face and having food dripped on your clothes. They like that too. You did the burping and the farting and being gross and shoving lakmas in your face, you were going full throttle catering to the feeders. But while you're in Kuwait with Salah, you can't even act half that gross. And you can't eat a crap ton of junk food on camera like you used to. So I don't think the feeders are going to be flocking to your channel like they once did. I think you're desperately trying to get them back or hold on to the ones that are still there. But the vibe has changed, you see, because Salah is there and everybody knows that Salah is there and everybody knows that he wants you to eat healthy. That's going to turn the feeders off. So unless Salah is willing to let you come on camera and go full throttle foodie with the food like you used to, the feeders ain't coming back.
That's so good. But then after a while, I got hungry and saw it. I'm like, what can I get? I was gonna go to Hardee's and do like an in-restaurant review video, like at the McDonald's, but he's like, you have to try great steak. It's so good, and he's right. Was the rice good? Oh, it was adorable. You're so cute. He's so sweet. Like, I don't know how to explain it other than just makes me smile all day long. Basic basics. Another $5 down the drain. Basic 18 months you've been with me? You must love me. Ready, set, freebies. You've been here a long time. The rice was adorable. Adorable rice. Salah, you don't have to be embarrassed of your, like, obviously you guys know that's why I said, you know what? Talk in Arabic all you want in the videos. Like, whatever. Different languages, mixed languages, it's better. I have to learn Arabic. It's not fair for him to always be like doing English or saying English words and I'm not even trying, you know? Being great.
You know, hold on a second, guys. There's something I'd like to show you. Okay, so Foodie's over there. I'm not quite sure. Hold on a second. I'm bringing up Twitter. Something I want to show you guys that I was posted by Mrs. Robinson on Twitter. So Foodie is over there. She's trying to do a combination of different things. Like one part travel vlogger, one part food vlogger, one part mukbang / binge channel. I mean, she's trying, you know what she's doing? She's trying to get different audiences all roped into her content. And special thanks to Mrs. Robinson for posting this. Foodie, pay attention to this shit right here. Miss Robinson says, here's a fun little comparative between our girl, the best food travel vlogger, and a professional food travel vlogger. I have no idea who this person is. First, he ordered only the things you could only find at Dubai. Now I let you watch the difference of review and taste test for yourself. So let's watch Foodie and her talking about the food.
All right, this is the chicken mac. This looks like it has 2 fried chicken patties, mayo, and cheese. I don't see mac sauce. Mac sauce is usually pink with like little bits of pickles. It looks like a Caesar dressing. So let's see. Beauty bite. It's more like a mayo, but it is really good. Yum. It tastes like a double McChicken with cheese and a different kind of mayo.
Okay, so that
This
was
is the chicken mac. This looks like it has.
I'm done with you. Okay, so that was Foodie's travel vlog, right? That was her Mickey D's vlog. Now let's watch this gentleman over here. Wish I could say who this person was, but I don't. But let's see what he has to say.
Awesome. Now for the big boy. This is the spicy crispy chicken sandwich. Lettuce, tomatoes. I think that's the spicy mayo that we all know and love. Some Swiss cheese, crispy, giant crispy chicken patty. Oh, that is dry. This thing definitely tastes like it's been sitting out in the Dubai sun for a while.
Yeah, see, you know what, Foodie, if you're going to be a travel food vlogger, you need to go somewhere, purchase a dictionary or a thesaurus, and start learning different descriptive words other than fresh and yummy and tasty and yum. You have played those words completely out. Listen. If you're a food vlogger and you're doing videos and live streams where you're describing something, whether it's food, whether it's a location, you've got to put out the vibe. You've got to kind of sell it to people that if it's food, you've got to make it to where even if the person isn't eating it, they get a good idea of what it tastes like. Hence, you use different descriptive words and you talk about the ingredients and the ingredients you can taste in the food. You don't do that. You just give us a Hallmark card, vague description. Oh, it's yummy. Oh, how is it yummy? Is it spicy? Does it taste like mayonnaise? Does it taste like cheese? Does it taste like this? You don't do that. You don't say you don't describe food like, well, there's a hint of cardamom and a little bit of lemon, like that way we can kind of like almost imagine it in our heads. You just use vague words that could mean anything. And that's why your content on your channel has not taken off because you are wanting to do different content, but you're not doing your research on how to do it properly. So here's this person, and he's describing everything honestly.
Look at that patty. That thing has zero moisture. I mean, it's a shame because it's just surrounded by that delicious spicy mayo. This I never tried before. Awesome.
So see, right there, he didn't just say mayo, he just said spicy mayo. So everybody's like, oh, so they can just imagine mayonnaise with a little bit of spice in it. He's describing the food. And he's making sure to show the food, not immediately plop it into his mouth.
Now for the big boy. This is the spicy crispy chicken sandwich. Lettuce, tomatoes. I think that's the spicy mayo.
Showing all the ingredients. That's what you should do with food. Show all the ingredients.
That we all know and love. Some Swiss cheese, crispy, giant crispy chicken patty. Oh, that is dry. This thing definitely tastes like it's been.
So that's how you do a food vlog, Foodie. If you're going to be a food vlogger, then you got to know how to describe the food in the way that whoever's in your audience, they can almost imagine how it tastes. They can kind of put a flavor profile together in their head and get an idea of what it tastes like. You got to present the food in an appetizing way. I'll be the first to say I've watched different mukbang videos from different mukbangers. And there's one that I enjoy watching, and she's her name is spelled Tzuyang. She's a very lovely, gorgeous Asian woman, and I believe she's in Japan or China, and she's so sweet and she's so nice. And this woman is amazing. I mean, she's petite, but she can put away an insane amount of food. But every time she sits down to eat, the food looks amazing. It looks absolutely amazing. It looks like any meal that I would be very happy to sit down and eat myself. The food looks wonderful versus what you're showing on your channel. You're not showing food that really appeals to anyone. With you, it's not the food itself, it's you consuming the food, which kind of goes against being a food vlogger. When you're a food vlogger, the focus is on the food, not about how fast you can put it in your face.
There's gonna be a troll account now, Adorable Rice. Watch. That's a family platter where the Oh, the family platter. We smashed it.
No, you did. Girl, listen, we have seen you eat before. That family platter was just a snack for about 10 minutes. You probably smashed through all of that and asked for seconds and thirds of something else.
Maybe that's why I didn't feel good today. Honestly, well, we were so hungry. Like, we were out all day walking and filming, right? And then I'm like, oh my gosh, what can I do? Like, what can we get to eat? And so we were so hungry. So that we,
No, you were. And I got $100 bet, Foodie. I got $100 bet that I know exactly how the day went. That you did a little bit of walking just to make him happy. And then you looked at him and used that little low BMI voice saying, well, I walked today. Can I just, eat a bunch of food tonight? And he gave in. So you did the walking so you could binge later on that night. It's exactly what you did.
yeah, after I ended my video, he came and helped me eat it, and he ate a lot too. He can eat a lot. Hi, Nostune. Hey, Tracy. You shouldn't have to feel rude speaking your language. Yeah, that's why I said, like, you know, these are so delicious. Even the fries are really good. I say fresh because, listen,
You know what I'm noticing? She's got that sandwich in front of her, the chicken sandwich. What is she eating the most of? The fries. Like if you love food and there are certain foods you like more than others, you'll eat those first. She's eating the fries more than anything else. So I'm sure the sandwich is fine, but she's a carb addict. She's going straight for the freaking carbs again.
since being here, not one stale French fry have I eaten. Not one. Mm. What are you guys having for dinner? What, Ethan? I think you're accountable beauty, no? Happy B-Day. No! Wait, what did Stella write? A goal? Paneer. No, you're not. Boo! Come on, France.
Okay, so Happy B Day says, I was surprised you got that huge platter after you had just cooked like 10 cups of rice. Yeah, what happened to the leftovers there? She made a whole big bunch of food. Why do they even need to go out to eat for more food? I mean, it looked like there was enough there for 2 meals.
I was surprised that you got a huge platter after you just had cooked like 10 cups of rice. Yeah, like the rice is almost finished. I did eat it with salad a lot. But um
Right, because it sucked.
the thing I made with the parsley and everything. But I don't know. I think I buy food too for videos, like and stuff like that. But okay, did I get you into paneer basic or
Yeah, because the food that Sala wants her to eat is healthy. And if she's trying to cater to the feeders don't want to see you eat healthy food. They want to see you eat things that are fattening and sweet and all the taboo foods that'll cause you to put on the pounds. That's what they're paying for. That's what they want to see. So the food that Sala wants her to eat is not the food that she eats to get the feeders to make them happy.
can we see what you're eating? Yeah, sure. Let me move my dirty napkin. It's called cheesesteak. And I put this, we have a lot of these plastic things to cover in lemon juice, cheese fries.
How much y'all want to bet that Sala wanted her to eat that? That wasn't her first choice.
Did I ever make the chicken? Not yet. Is it still good? Today I made peanut butter cheesecake. Oh my gosh. Crush some peanut brownie biscuits and butter. Then cream cheese, whipped cream, powdered sugar. Is it like a fridge one? No bake, eh?
And by the way, can I just say this? Those of you in Chantal's chat that are her members, maybe some of you are new to Chantal. So if you are and you don't know this, you get a pass. But those of you that do, you don't get a pass. Those of you that do know, she's got a problem with food. She thinks about food all the time, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Listen, if someone is an addict of something, the last thing that anybody that should be doing is putting the addiction in their face. Since Foodie is a food addict, it's kind of fucked up to go into her chat and talk about food because all you're going to do is trigger her to eat more food. I'm just saying. It's the same thing as if somebody were addicted to, say, H. I'm going to say H. It's a word that sounds like hero. You know what I'm talking about. If somebody had an H addiction, you wouldn't walk up to them and start talking about H. You wouldn't bring H around them, right? Because that would just be wrong. Well, just because food is legal doesn't make it any more right. If somebody's got an addiction to something, the most respectful thing you can do is understand that, know that, and not talk about the very thing that they're addicted to in front of them. Don't talk about food with Chantal. All you're going to do is make her hungry. You're going to trigger her to eat. Talk about anything else, but don't talk about that. I mean, she's already gained a crap ton of weight. The last thing she needs to be triggered by food.
Yum. Why is the furniture wrapped like my Nona? Are you Italian, Flop? It's just the table. It's custom here. You can buy. A lot of people eat on the ground. Like even some restaurants you can go. I'm gonna go. Would you guys want to see like a ground eating restaurant thing? Sorry for the stains. It's my makeup. It's my Estee Lauder. Okay. So you put this big plastic. They sell them in rolls at like the co-ops or grocery stores. Excuse me. And then I think you mean customary. Oh, yeah. Customary. You put it on the ground and then you like sit down and put all your food there, like we did at the. Well, no, I think we just ate on the grass because we forgot the plastic that day. Oh my gosh. Okay. I love how the lettuce. Oh, there's tomato somewhere. The teriyaki sauces were so good. Sala, you made a good choice for me.
Boom. So he did pick out the meal for her. But I bet you anything, if she were back home in Canada and she had that same sandwich sitting on one side of her and a Nashi and a Starbucks drink on the other, which one do you think she'd pick? If Sala weren't around to tell her, no, you can't have that, she would go straight for the Nashi and the Starbucks.
Well, your suggestion, because I don't need people saying, oh, he's choosing what you're eating. No. Listen. I mean, he gave a suggestion. It's annoying to have to think of everything I say. Sala, my best friend? Yes. He's my everything. In Arabic, we say, my hayati. My like world. What time is it over there? What time is it here?
You know, I'm just going to put my thoughts out there. Ever since Chantal showed her entire tale going to Natter's chat and saying the things that she said, telling Dee Dee, you stole my man and I could have him anytime I wanted. Things have been different with Sala and Chantal. Like the vibe's been different. I mean, Sala has never been heavily in love with Chantal, but I think her doing that, I think maybe it opened his eyes about some things, and there's been more of a distance between them, is what I'm trying to say. And she's just trying to remain somewhat in his good graces by, oh, look, yes, I'm eating healthy. But what she doesn't understand is she can sit there and play the part of the perfect housewife as much as she wants. He's still not going to fall in love with her. And if she's got to come back to Canada at some point, she's got to leave him behind. And how is she going to deal with that? She's obsessive, she's jealous, she's insecure. And she knows the moment she gets on that plane, she will not be able to monitor his every move.
So it must be like early. Like morning still. Flopberry, you're like always online. Hmm? You should not care what people say. I mean, generally, I don't.
Yes, you do. If you don't care, why do you go to the reaction channels and bother them? Why do you rage in your community post? Those that are unbothered don't comment. They don't get mad over other people's thoughts and feelings. You do. You care very much.
Oh my god. Like, as another content creator, how do you think it's okay to just snipe someone? Actually, no, Alex is not a content creator. Alex is a content thief.
By the way, Alex, thank you very much for her rage. That's when it's starting to get spicy. Thanks, Alex. So she's calling him a content thief when this one literally looks to books and movies and TV shows and sometimes the reaction channels looking for ideas about what to do on her channel. So who's the thief, Chantal? Because you're constantly borrowing off of other people. Yes, you do. Because you have no original ideas of your own. You're stuck in that rut of being a one-trick pony, and you're losing the one trick you had to entertain people. You lost it. So you look towards other people just to keep the income flowing on your channel.
He doesn't create shit. He doesn't create anything.
Neither do you. Neither do you. What have you created? Turning on your camera and eating is not creating anything. Anybody could sit in front of a camera and eat, Chantal. Anybody can do that. That's not an original idea. There were people doing mukbangs way before you. So does that mean that you're a thief? Because you saw other people doing something and thought I should do that too? Here's a little known fact for you, Chantal. The whole mukbang thing started, I believe it was in China or Japan. And it started originally because over in those countries, it's not customary for people to eat by themselves. So people would go online and do streams, and people watching them could feel like they were eating with someone and they wouldn't feel alone. That's how the mukbang thing got started. And then it migrated over here to the United States and became something entirely different. So you're over there calling everybody else a thief. You're a thief too. You took somebody else's idea and brought it to your channel and capitalized on it.
Whenever you like just re-uploads, or like the minute somebody goes live, you just take their content, like, or like let's say I uploaded a video, instantly people think it's okay to just take your content. I haven't asked the manager about that, so I don't know, like, but it must be allowed, because if you have to like copyright.
How are we taking your content? Your video, your live stream is still on your channel, so we're not taking it from you. It's still on your channel. It's still making you money. Taking something implies that somebody has taken something from you and you no longer have it. You have your live stream on your channel, Chantal. Nobody took that from you. Nobody's taking your views or your super chats or your membership signups. People just have a choice to either watch you on your channel or go to a reaction channel and watch it there. Those people who are interested in your shenanigans, those who do not want to put money in your pocket, they can choose to go elsewhere and watch you so you don't get the money. Maybe they've taken the point of view of, I'm not going to be an enabler. I am not going to fund an addict in all of their addictions. I'm not going to support the self-harm content. So I'm going to go to somebody else and watch it. And they'll get the views, and they'll get the super chats, and they'll get the membership signups, but you won't. If your content was interesting, people would come directly to you. But since it's not, they go to a reaction channel and they get entertained, because the reactors, we do a lot of editing, splicing things together. I mean, it takes a lot to take your plain boiled potato content and make it tasty. That's a fact.
Write all your videos. Who's gonna go through the process of copywriting a crappy 10K video or a video with 10K views? You know what I mean? It wouldn't be worth the legal trouble, but at the end of the day, it's not right.
Says the woman who's broken TOS I don't know how many times with the distracted driving and driving under the influence. There's so many things you've done. Being inebriated on camera, being stoned out of your head on camera, doxing people on camera. You've broken every terms of service that YouTube has, and yet you're still here. And you think you have the right to wag your finger and saying, you rule breakers over there. We're not breaking rules. There's no rule on YouTube says that we can't take your content and put it in a live stream. We can do that. And by the way, while we're here, let's clarify something. You like to say that people are stream sniping you. No, they're not stream sniping you. That is a gamer term that applies to video games. It's restreaming, not stream sniping. If you're going to rage about something, please be educated about what you're raging about.
Right? When she's happy and eats. I'm calling my manager. No.
Call them.
I have a manager, but like I only had like one meeting. They just mostly like
Call your YouTube manager. What you know what they're going to tell you? You're shit out of luck. That's what they're going to tell you. Sorry you don't like it, but the rules are the rules and nobody's breaking rules, so can't do nothing about it.
give you suggestions how to like improve your channel and stuff like that. So
Chantal acting like a Karen. I want to speak to the manager. She wants to turn into a Karen. I want to speak to the manager. Well, guess what? The manager don't want to speak to you.
yeah. It's a lot, but like for me, I would never do that. Like even if I go broke.
You have done it though. I remember those reacts you tried to do to Charlie Gold and French Fry Girl. You suck as a reactor, by the way. You suck. But you tried it. You tried reacting and you kept failing. And you stopped.
As a joke. See, here's the thing with me. I adapt.
And let's not forget all those streams that you would put on you reacting to Natter. So you did it too, Chantal.
To every situation. Because that's what you have to do. Otherwise, you just lay down and die, I guess. So for me, If I go super broke and I have to live in off the grid or something, well, I'll deal with it. You know, as long as I like I'm just true to myself. Like I could never just be so pathetic to just like
You know, that's something I've been wondering about. I don't know what Chantal's grand plan is, if she even has one. But all I keep thinking about is a comment that she made a long time ago where she was saying about Natter, I just have to get into his house. Now, one part of that could be her just being obsessive and her thinking that if the guy lets her into his house, then that means she's getting closer to him and her clingy self likes that. But another part of that getting into the house thing could be, you know, once she gets into that guy's house, then that means she can put her stuff there and he'll never be able to get rid of her. I have to wonder, y'all, if that's the plan with Sala. Then now they got this new place and she's there. If she has no intention of leaving, or she's going to be kicking and screaming to the point where she's going to overstay her visa, she's going to stay as long as possible with Sala. That she really has no plans to go home to Canada, or she's going to work real hard not to go back. Like, there's nothing in Canada that she's left behind that she cares for. She doesn't care for Pete's. She doesn't care for the cats. Those are all just a secondary issue. There's nothing back in Canada that is something that she's looking forward to going back for, that she gives a crap about. So I'm wondering if they're one of the reasons why she's not caring about her channel or the success of her channel is if things get dire because she's with Sala, that she's going to look at him and say, oh, I did so much for you and I paid for this and I did that. Now it's your turn to take care of me. You have to wonder if that's going on.
steal other people's content and just that would be so boring. Like what? Or to talk about nothing. Like, okay, there's a reactor, and I watched this through like Negs, but there's also like a reactor Yo Mama. He is hilarious. He did a reaction to you know who, FFG, and it's true. Like he played I don't watch her videos, but he played a clip of the video of her reacting to my TGI Fridays video, and she was like, "People make when there's nothing there, they react to nothing." Like he basically, I know Flopper was great. She sounds like such a snotty, bitter, jealous human being. I don't know how anyone can stand it unless they're also like-minded with her, bitter and just miserable. Because like seriously, I'm like I just say in one sentence, this is where I'm sitting at the restaurant. Look at the view of the water in the distance, and she's like, "Wow." And like a miserable negative person would say, it could be closer to the water. Oh, well, how about you write a letter to TGI Fridays and address that with them then? Like, why is that my problem? Oh, like, it's so stupid. So I could never be pathetic like that.
No, you're more pathetic, actually. You could never be bitter or jealous or hateful on camera. You've done all of those and more, Chantal. We remember the Cuba rage. You remember the Cuba rage, the one where the mask was completely off and who you really are was in view for everybody. The stream where you got on camera and you said outright to your audience, you said to them, I'm going to manipulate the F out of you. And then I'm going to come on camera and be sweet as pie and you're going to eat it up. Yeah, you said that. And you know what? That was one of the few moments where you were telling the truth. You were showing people just how manipulative you are. How much manipulation is going on inside your head. How much you manipulate people, how much you scam people without remorse, without regret. You showed everybody who you were. And you haven't changed since then. You're still the same person. Different clothing, same person. Exact same person.
I would rather be a bald, fat mess, pathetic, than that kind of pathetic. Absolutely any day. Rather be 800 pounds, rather be completely weird than have to be pathetic like that. Any day of the week. Mm-hmm. And then Tea and Dust in her lingerie. Yeah, like when he reacted to her crying to the Kuwait authorities because of some internet beef. Oh, I'll protect my daughter. Your daughter's information was public, right? Also, if you don't like that, people coming for you and yours, don't do it to other people. You've been bullying fat women online for years. Go cry in the corner. Honestly, people who sit there and go she's a member of Kiwi Farms. I don't feel bad for people over there. If you're going to be doxing people, making fun of them every day, you don't have a right to your privacy. Sorry.
I'm going to bring this up because it matters. You know what, Chantal? You know what I hate most in life? People who are flip floppers, people who are wishy washy, people who have no sense of true loyalty. They're loyal to themselves, and their loyalty is cheap. You know, anybody can buy it, anybody can have it. I hate people like that with a passion. You over there talking about Kiwi Farms. But we remember the stream you did where you were asking Kiwi Farms to dox somebody. Same thing with the reaction channels. One minute you hate us, but if we're talking about somebody you don't like, suddenly you're like, I love the reaction channels. You're a flip flopper. You're wishy washy. Your loyalty, your like is based on uh, what you like or who you like. You know, there's an old saying, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. I'm not that way. My enemies are my enemies. And just because somebody next to me may not like them too, doesn't mean automatically that we're friends. Doesn't mean I want to associate with them. But your loyalty, it shifts by the day. Can't stand people like that. It's very phony. It's very fake.
At all. I agree with that. I heard DC say that, and it's true. Yeah, if you need to be protected, um, like people are coming after you for something, then your privacy is important, yes. But if you're going to go online and be a complete dill hole to other people, I don't feel bad for you if you get doxxed. I don't. I won't be the one to do it, but I don't feel bad. And I didn't post any of her daughter's information. I posted a picture to prove a point that this woman comes for me and fat shames me and Amberlynn every day, but her daughter's also frumpy and fat. So what are you talking about? Actually, the majority of people who call us fat are also fat. I don't have kids. No, I have cats. Whatever, Flaubert. Dark Desert Highway's back? Okay, I'm not saying DC's my ally. She doesn't have to be for me to agree with some of her points. I'm not the type of person, rage on. This is a rage. Okay. I'm not the type of person to just disagree with you just because I hate you. I'm not like that. I don't like people like that. People like that have no integrity. Not my thing.
You have no integrity. You have no sense of loyalty. You have no sense of true friendship. You have nothing. You have absolutely no substance in your soul, Chantal. You're completely self-serving, self-obsessed, a narcissist with a oversized ego, following your impulses and your urges. You have no sense of common sense or reason or logic about you. But you're not a genuine person. There's nothing that you stand for except for what serves you. I think it's very telling of a person when you see a person like Chantal and you notice that they have no friends, they have no real friends. You look at someone like Chantal and notice that they don't have a circle of friends. I'm not saying everybody in the world has to be extroverted and you have to have, X amount of people as friends on Facebook or MySpace or whatever, and you're partying every day. It's not that. There's a lot of people in the world that are alone and happy being alone. But when you look at someone with bad character like Chantal, and then you start to look closer and you notice they don't have people around them they can call close friends. They don't have close buddies. I mean, that's very telling about how bad of a person they are and how self-serving they are.
I acknowledge there's parodies of me. I fully acknowledge that I'm reactable in a lot of ways. Sometimes I do things that are insane or
Girl, you tailor your content specifically for the reaction channels. You tailor your content and your personality around getting a reaction from people. You go out of your way around the corner and down the street to be as offensive and outrageous and over exaggerated as possible because you want people to watch. You said a long time ago, I want my own reality show. And a lot of reality shows, it's nothing but train wreck after train wreck. I mean, drama gets views. That's just the thing. Everybody's interested in the dirty laundry. And since you can't bring anything else to the table, you decided that drama was it. Drama's easy. Just be a big old train wreck mess and people will pay attention. And you've made a lot of money with that thought. But now you can't be even half the train wreck that you used to be. And you've been rude to people and snotty and looking down your nose and treating people like crap and people are bored with your content. You're losing money because the one trick pony doesn't even have the one trick anymore. They got half a trick. And that half a trick is getting boring real fast.
whatever. But when people react when there's nothing there just because they need a paycheck, like you people will.
And girl, listen, you over there doing 6 to 10 hours of live streams a day because you wanted to make that money. You to do it. There's no rhyme or reason to doing 6 to 10 hours of live streams a day when there's nothing going on except you eating. You were doing it purely for the money, Chantal. Purely for the money.
Will criticize me how I take care of my pets, but give her, like, who's the idiots who gave FFG $14,000, trusted her with money when her
You're big mad. Listen to you. You know what? Take the salt off that table and put it away because there's enough salt in you. You are so salty. You are so mad that FFG raised $14,000. You are so big mad over that. Oh, you're mad. 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 Why are you mad? Her raising money for an organization. Why are you mad?
two dogs are dead. Who did it? You give a bully charity money? What? Okay.
And you know what? Had it been Chantal, she wouldn't have given money to charity. She would have kept it for herself. The only charities that she donates to are the guys that she's with. Those are her charities. Here, let me give you all my money so you'll spend time with me. Those are her charities.
You give her money to give to a charity for animals when her two dogs are dead and my pets are still alive, but you criticize me about my pets. Stupid.
Your pets are still alive but suffering. and Sam is losing weight and BBJ is not in good health, and you still haven't taken her to the vet. So don't sit there with your little attitude coming across like you're so superior when you've got two lonely, depressed, suffering pets at home. And you should be ashamed of yourself that you're over there making all the money that you make on YouTube, and yet your stingy ass won't take your pet to the vet or the groomers, which really wouldn't cost that much. But you can't spare the money because you're too busy shoving nasties and twisty misties in your face.
I didn't dox anybody, exactly. It was public information. Dark Desert Highway, that's what I said. Remember on Halloween I made a post? She does. She looks like Reverend Kane. Because you know why? And this is look shaming. Well, you know what? Yeah, maybe in her case, yes. Because I think when you're negative all the time and just like try to bring people down and miserable, it'll reflect on it. I don't know.
Well, this with that same logic, look in the mirror. You're negative all the time. Look how it's affected your health.
Reve. Zam. Oh. Idaho. Hi. You're more interesting and alive than any of them. You follow your heart. That's okay as long as you are willing to deal with the consequences. Yeah, I mean, I'm not raging and I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking about it. But I find it ridiculous. So it was nice to see like reactions that are not against me for a change. Not they're not necessarily for me, but they're pointing out also the ridiculousness of other people. And if you're going to be public, it's fair game, I guess. Address Debo insinuating.
Chantal, you would probably love if the reaction channels co-signed on your bullshit. You would love it if we were yes men like all the people in your chat and supported your behavior. But anybody that's got two licks of sense would never do that. Anybody's got two licks of sense would not support or prop up somebody who's doing self-harm content, which that's what you're doing. You're doing self-harm content on YouTube. You are a binge eater. And to disguise the fact that you're a binge eater and you want to binge on YouTube, you use the word bees. We all know what that means over here. Beezing equals binging, whether it's on drugs or food or alcohol, it's still binging. Whatever you do, you always do too much. You always do to excess. You don't know how to do things in moderation. You're a binge eater who's monetized her ED. No one's going to co-sign on that. No one's going to support that. No one's going to support someone hurting themselves on camera and expecting to get paid for hurting themselves. You do positive things, we'll give positive praise. You act stupid, you do self-harm content, we're going to call you out for it. That's just how it is.
I think that was a troll account, Ethan. Didn't everyone use here? R slur as well. I don't know. The thing is we all say bad things. So why are people like, you did this, you did that? Yeah, well, you probably did worse too. You probably did similar things. No, the funniest was Kaya, that one reactor lady. Absolutely in a huff and puff rage at the fact that I filmed in a bathroom. Like, this is Foodie Beauty. I've been filming in bathrooms since 2017, okay, ma'am? Like, excuse moi. Merci beaucoup. Anyways, she was mad because there could have potentially been, like, she's envisioning I walk in, the bathroom's full, so I'm just like, hey, you're getting sick, let's film you. You're changing a diaper. Like, there was literally, I opened the door, looked around, there was literally not a soul in the bathroom. And she's like freaking out. Like, I guess that's how desperate these people are for content. I don't know.
No, not that. It's just that if you're going into a bathroom somewhere, that's kind of a private area. And what if somebody had walked in and they weren't feeling well? You are kind of obnoxious with your camera. You point your camera in everybody's face. It's really weird. You're always yelling and screaming about your privacy, but yet you don't care about anybody else's privacy.
I'm so confused why people are always talking about the cats when the cat seems so happy. I know. And Pete has always flipped BBJ around. She likes it. Why bring Cheese Dog into it? No, I'm bringing her dog ownership into it to prove a point. Because these people, she offered to take my cats, Flop Era. You think I'm gonna give her my cats? Is she insane? Where's your dogs right now? No. You think you can do better? Okay, where's your dogs?
Yeah, I don't understand that, Chantal. I don't understand why you keep the cats around, other than the fact you want to use them to get attention for yourself on camera. You're over there with Sala, so if you're planning to live there with Sala, how's that going to work? Because the last time I had to fly with a pet was well over 10 years ago. And the way it goes, if you travel with a pet, you can only bring one at a time with you on the flight. And you've got two cats. So are you going to put one of your cats into a carrier and leave the other one behind? Listen, you've got plans of globetrotting the world with Sala, going to Thailand, going here, going there. And every time you go somewhere, you leave the cats behind and they miss you. They get depressed. They stop eating. Isn't it time to let them have a home with somebody that will give them attention? If your head is in another place and you've got plans to travel the world with Sala, why not let somebody have the pets? It's overdue. Give them a better home. If you want to go around the world, do it. Give them a better home. They deserve it.
They created a narrative to hate you for the sake of hating. People flock to that because they're miserable, yeah. Sala. Monty Boy seeking for some content, so he's. Yeah. What else is new? Like, he literally just sits there like this with his, like, and then pins, like, crappy comments. That's a reaction, okay?
So you just admitted that you do watch the reaction channels, but didn't you just say a little while ago you don't care about them? See how she tells on herself? This is why she stuffs food in her face all the time, to stop herself from talking, because when she talks, she tells on herself.
Apparently. Right? Let me pull up this map and see where the nearest great steak is so I can try to get people dogs. Did I do a good impression? They're twins, bro. I missed you, Dark Desert Highway. You should ignore them. They want to upset you. You're so right, Happy B Day. And that's why I try. But when I get started, I can't stop. Anna Nicole. Welcome to Very Important Measures. Ready, set, please.
So you just also admitted that you use the reaction channels as part of your content because you need something to rage at. Chantal, you're no fool. You know what sells on your channel. You know that the food content sells to the feeders, and in between the feeding, the rages are what people look for, because that's when you're the most interesting, is when you're angry and going off. You know, you got two speeds: being completely still and not doing anything and comatose almost to that point, or you're raging. Raging is when you feel the most alive. You said you're an angry person. You got an anger problem. You got to let that out. So in order to rage, you look for a reason to rage, hence going over to the reaction channels and watching them, and then you'll get fired up enough to do a stream to rage to make money. So, you know, you use us to make money too, Chantal.
Anna Nicole's a reactor who calls out people's bullshit. She doesn't even like me. We don't want you to rage, just be real. Yeah, no, I am being real. Yeah.
No, you're not.
You know,
Liar.
I'm easing Sala into my personality. I'm kidding.
Ah, okay. Stopped it there for a reason, because I'm remembering something that Chantal said in a live stream about when she dates a guy. I do remember her saying this, and I thought, isn't that interesting? She admitted in a live stream or a video, she said that when she meets a guy, like she'll behave herself for a while. And then when she feels like he's getting comfortable with her, that's when she starts to let out who she really is little by little. And I believe what she was saying that day was the truth because she did that with Natter. In the beginning, when her and Natter were talking, she would put on her makeup and the lingerie and try to look nice for Natter. And she would not eat much around Natter. But then, as time went on, she started to binge more and more in front of him. And I remember that night that it was during a live stream. She sat next to him in the food, and she said, "Look, you're just going to have to realize I eat." So she hides who she really is when she's interested in a guy and she's trying to snare him into her trap. And then as he gets deeper into it, then she starts to let her real self out. So I think that's what she's been doing with Sala, that she put on a completely different persona with him. Maybe in the beginning when they were talking, she acted like the innocent angel and, oh, they just talk about me for no reason. And she fat fished herself all the way to Kuwait. She did not show herself. She showed edited pictures and videos. And then he didn't get a good gander at her until she came through that airport. And then when she got through the airport and they got home, she still tried to put on this act of, I really want to get healthy. But he's been finding out otherwise, but she's in the house now, so it's too late.
We don't. 5G is literally nothing without your content. Exactly, baby. I know. Chantal, are you S-Jam, Ethan? Don't waste your time watching them. Merch idea: filming in bathroom since 2017. I mean, I had to show you the spray hose.
No, you didn't.
Because what she did was outrageous. Then all the mama bear crap. Please spare me. This woman overreacted. She got caught up in the drama. Foolish. Mama bear. Don't say something mean. Don't say something mean. By the way, this food is amazing. Oh my god. For a whole day. And I'm gonna go. Didn't her dogs die of natural causes? I don't know. That's the thing. You guys don't know anything. You just trust everything that this person says, but doubt me when I say I take care of my cats and they're like alive. And
I do doubt you because of that visit you did to the vet with Roman. And the vet, you recorded a phone call for some reason, and the vet clearly said that BBJ had to come back for oral surgery, and you never took her back. So how are you being a caring pet owner, letting that poor baby run around with oral issues, which would make it hard for her to eat? And let's not also forget, the last time you did take her to the vet, her claws were growing up under her foot pads. That's fucking ridiculous. That's so ridiculous to let that happen. Especially for someone that you can't even say, oh, I had a job and I was working and I just didn't notice. You're home all the time. Your pets are around you all the time and you don't notice something like that? You don't notice that your cat may be walking weird or their claws are overgrown? I would notice that immediately.
well, like, I have a problem with somebody like that. Why do all of them sound like Marge's sisters? Anyway, Cat Party and Mario Party. You're making stupid comments about where I'm sitting at a restaurant in the Middle East beside a beach when you're like probably sitting on the same farty cushion in the Motel 6 with.
There we go again. There we go again. Shaming somebody for where they potentially live. That pisses me off. That really makes me angry. Hold on a minute. You know what? That really fires me up. I'm going to do something. Hang on. Okay. I'm sick and tired of her shaming the Motel 6. Let me tell you why. Because there was a time when I was in an abusive relationship and I had nowhere to go, and I stayed in a motel for over a month while I was working and saving money to get my own place. There's nothing wrong with living in a motel. If that's all you got for the moment, if you're in transition, it's perfect. You can get in and stay as long as you need and get out. But look, look, look at this room. We've seen Chantal's room. Does her room even look half as nice as that? No. That's a Motel 6 room. Here's another one. Look right there. That doesn't look bad to me. Looks pretty comfortable and clean, which is more than I could say about her bedroom. I mean, does a Motel 6 look like a rundown, shoddy motel? And here's the crazy thing. Here's the absolutely crazy thing. We saw some of the motels that Chantal picked to spend time with Natter. Those things were horrible. They were the motels from hell. And yet she thinks she has the nerve, the right to sit and judge a Motel 6 room when her villa, her luxury villa, her bedroom, she probably still has vomit on her bed from when she got drunk. She's got vomit in the vents from vomiting on the vents, cat stains on the carpet, molded food in the drawers, fruit flies. Are you kidding me? A Motel 6 would look like a mansion compared to all that. Ridiculous, Chantal. Stop looking down your nose at people for where they live. Even though I'm sure Frenchie does not live in a Motel 6, I'm sure she's doing quite well for herself. Probably better than you, because she's smarter with her money. But let's continue.
With nobody. And you make fun of my boyfriend, who clearly makes me happy and doesn't care what you think.
And I'm going to point out once again, wherever Sala lives is fine. Had Chantal come forward and said to us from the beginning, you know, he lives modestly, he does okay, and we saw his place, there wouldn't have been such a reaction from that. But it was Chantal herself who started that whole chain by saying to all of us, he's got lots of money, he's well-to-do, he's very successful, I could quit YouTube tomorrow and he could take care of me. And then we saw his very modest place. And what we saw did not match the description of what she gave us. That's where everything went sideways. It's okay if you live modestly. It's okay if you live in a minimal way. Simply, nothing wrong with that. But it all started with Chantal lying on him and painting him up to having tons and tons and tons of money, which from all appearances, it doesn't seem like he has that much money. So had she been honest, nobody would have been as surprised as they were or reacted like they did.
FFG force-fed her dog 20 pills a day for a month. Euthanasia time. Sorry. If my pets are suffering and there's no hope and I have to put them on meds to prolong their life, forget it. Take a dirt nap.
You're a bitch for saying that. Shame on you. I won't let my pets suffer, but they are suffering. They are suffering. They're suffering right now. Are you flying home for your pets? No, you're staying right where you are, and you're going to be there for a month. You don't give a flip about your pets. You don't care. You just don't care. They're a non-issue right now.
I love you, but
I love
no,
you.
seriously.
No. Like, When you love your pets, there's no I love you, but there's I love you, and I will do my best to take care of you, no matter what that means. There's no but, Chantal.
Who's GDH? Who did I say? Missy! Exactly, Flop. FFG brings my cats into it. I'll take your cats. And what? Smoke them out of house and home? No thanks.
That's what you did. You were smoking and doing drugs around your pets. It didn't bother you one bit.
And don't tell me you don't smoke cigarettes. You sound like a pack of Marlboros.
You probably smell like one. And worse. You know, if I had to choose between smelling cigarette smoke and ricotta cheese and barracuda, I'd take the cigarette smoke any day. That's just me, though.
I miss impersonating people. Do you want me to impersonate tea and dust? Okay. What? You guys make me. Honestly, I miss my Aunt Phyllis being in here, but Sala and my Beezers in here make me so happy.
Yeah, because they're giving you money. They're funding your crap. That's why.
All right. This is mean, huh? No. I thought you were changing your personality. Yeah. Okay, whenever I do parodies or any impersonations, I don't do it in a malicious manner.
You're just saying that to protect yourself. That's all you're doing.
It's true. I do it for humor only.
By the way, Chantal, when you do a parody, it's not just about sounding like the person. You dress up like the person. You're putting on a character. You're not doing that here.
I'm.
Oh, there she goes. She's making fun of Tea and Sass and her teeth, which she shouldn't be doing. She should not be doing. Because have you seen your teeth lately, Chantal? They're not exactly perfect. Your teeth need a lot of work. So, are you in a position to make fun of somebody else's potential dental issues or the teeth they have in their mouth? No, you don't.
I'm calling the authorities of Kuwait, and perhaps I will get my Saudi. All right. How am I going to be an actress if I can't? I'm going to get my Saudi Arabian party to sort you out. Did I do a good job? Kaya stores her hauls and gift baskets stuff in the same closet.
And I find it ironic that Chantal is making fun of Tea and Sass and her teeth when she herself has an underbite. So again, if you're someone and you have dental issues, and even if you don't, it's just not nice to make fun of somebody when they've got dental issues. You don't know what the story is, what's going on there. And you especially shouldn't be making fun of somebody and their dental issues when you've got a shit ton of your own.
Beatles. Thanks for, oh yeah, Anna Nicole, thanks for your vid point. Yeah, check out Anna Nicole's videos pointing out the hypocrites. Yes. Yo mama. And Negs can be pretty funny about the hypocrites. What's everyone doing for the weekend? Oh, the weekend's over here. As Pete's packs his things. They must be mega spoiled when you get back. Oh my god.
Oh, I love this super chat. Hyde sent a super chat saying, can you open your chat for non-members too? Can't pay monthly amount. Same for lots of people. Non-paying viewers are important too. Yes, I agree. All viewers are important viewers, whether they pay a membership or not. But Chantal has a greedy mentality. where she's going to put all of her conversation with her behind a paywall. And what the big idiot over here, this big idiot sandwich over here doesn't realize is that the reaction channels do well because they do open up their chats to everyone. They don't lock their chats down to just paying members. They give people the freedom to say what they want. But she's so freaking greedy over there. You know, she's over there grabbing all the dollars and nickels that she's not seeing the dollars in front of that. You know, because she doesn't want to do anything for free. And she thinks that by opening up her chat, she's losing money. Chantal, you're a moron. You're losing money because you're being so greedy minded.
Gosh, I wonder what I'm gonna film their reaction. I'm gonna be like, and then since I've been so accustomed now to cleaning, it's like nothing for me. Like honestly. Well, no, that's not true. Sometimes, some days I have a lazy day, but I can't wait to get back and just scrub it up, dub, dub, dub. Yes.
I don't believe that. I don't believe you're coming home to Canada and cleaning that house. No, don't believe it. Nope, 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 nope.
I don't ever want to go back to that. You know, there's time for work, there's time for play, and I'm tired of wasting my life, guys. There's some things that I won't ever go back to. There's some things that I'm still the same old me. Like my food, no matter where I go in the world, will always be something for me. I don't know. You guys know. Mm. But I want to do more positive things for people. You know,
So do them.
not like make fun of them online. But I saw a really good quote. It was I follow some like I'm trying to be more mindful. Sometimes yes I get triggered out of anger because I'm impulsive and very reactive. But from the bottom of my heart, I do feel bad when I treat others bad.
No, you don't.
Massimo, how's your Christmas preparations? Yes. Oh, well, you know that we live together now. Um, so until we figure that situation out, I will keep you notified. But it is the plan, obviously, to. Um, I'm a married woman, guys. You know, duh. Salad says. You know, you ever have like somebody who just makes you laugh because they say some things that are so cute and funny? I look like a scarecrow a bit right now.
Okay, this comment, Reby or Rebby says they're jealous of your man. Love that for them. Who's jealous? I haven't seen any jealousy in the community. I haven't seen any kind of jealousy from anybody saying, "Oh, I wish I had Chantal's man." Nobody's saying that. Nobody's thinking that. He's around her for companionship and he's getting paid. Ain't nobody jealous of that situation. I mean, it's not even hers for real. It's something she's paying for. She's got essentially a rent-a-husband. And it's not even rent-to-own. So, you know, paying out the nose just to hang out with him, that situation is not going to last forever. You know it ain't. He's around for whatever it is he can get out of Chantal. And then once he gets what he needs, he's gone. They're not madly in love. They're not passionately in love. You know, every time he says the word honey or sweetie, it sounds forced. And when you're around someone, they say it, it should sound genuine. He hates being around her. He hates doing things with her. He leaves her alone a lot. Ain't nobody jealous of that because it's not even real love.
I feel silly. I feel Rats, tea, and sass for becoming a spectacle. Wouldn't Foodie Beauty need to stay in a hotel?
This super chat. Loving this for Chantal says, this is so embarrassing. He finds you repulsive. Wow. Yeah, he does. Sala finds her repulsive. And who could blame him? She doesn't take a shower. She's not up on her hygiene. Look at her right now. She's saying, oh, I stained this abaya. I stained it. It's okay. It's just my around the house abaya. How embarrassing to have a wife that, wearing stained food Latin clothing. Gross. It's not about her size, y'all. I've seen big women that are killing it. But Chantal is not that person. She's not a bigger woman just handling her business and taking care of things. She's a mess. And no man would want to be with that no matter how much she weighed. She's not the woman that a man could be proud to be with. She's the woman that they hide around the corner so nobody knows about them.
Hotel. When she gets back to Canada. Oh no, Kay Wowzer. No, I mean Salah is understanding to, he knew my situation and but the end goal obviously is going to be to live a married life, right? So
how are you going to do that? Because you live in Canada. He lives in Kuwait. And as I understand it, financially speaking, you're not in a place where you could sponsor him. You got a lot of back taxes. So let's just say on a whim that he was approved, right? Like how's that going to work? You're currently living with Pete. The two of you would have to get a place, right? I would imagine you'd have to get your own place. You got that kind of money? You just spent money on a place in Kuwait. So are you like on a month-to-month lease where you guys can pick up and leave whenever you want? I don't understand the thinking of, if this is your man and you guys are married, he's staying in a completely different country, getting a new place over there, and then you got to turn around and get another place in Canada. Do you have that kind of money, Chantal? I don't think you do. And if you're thinking that you can kick Pete out, his name is on the lease. You can't kick him out. You just can't do that.
We don't know where that will be. We don't know what's happening, inshallah. Going with the flow right now. What I'm probably gonna do is like, I don't know. We'll see. Back and forth for now. I don't know yet. We're figuring things out. And then Nicole, do you have an email? Ooh. About section. Certain ones, Like, I don't like the people who go like real life. Like, that's basically what your mama called decaying bulldog out on. Like, basically just like, that's not nice. Like, you literally called the Kuwait authorities over, like, do I wish she finds love? Yeah, so she can like be quiet and happy, maybe. So she can, yeah, like I feel like she's miserable, or maybe something like, I don't know. I bought the best chicken teriyaki sandwich ever, like with real chicken, not that pressed stuff. Gross. But I have had pressed chicken here, the chicken nuggets. But I don't even know who that is. Like, I know it's like, I know that well, I've heard that, yeah, that Saji was on the show or something. And I don't know. They were like wanting, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know who they are anyway. That's what I heard. I could easily, like the fast food is cheap and readily, it's everywhere. But no, I'm trying to balance it and then do things more active with Salah. He's very good at that, motivating me to just be like, somebody. I've been wanting to change, and then you meet somebody who's like motivated to like.
I don't think you want to change. I think you're just doing only what you need to do to make him happy, so you guys don't fight. Like, you're putting on appearances with Salah. And I'll say it once again, as a former binge eater, this whole eating thing, Chantal, it's over your head, it's over his head. It's not as simple as just portion control in healthy food. There is a psychology around it. I mean, you even said yourself, you've got some psychological stuff going on with food, which I totally believe. So if it's to that level, you need professional help. You know, Sala is simply doing what BB tried to do long ago. He thought by giving you a gym membership and you eating healthy food that would fix everything, and it didn't. You went right back to binging and hiding pizza boxes in the closet. EDs are no joke. You need professional help and counseling. You need different coping skills. You need to find things in life that give you just as much joy, if not more joy, than food to replace the food problem. You got to know what your triggers are. You haven't done any of that. So if Sala thinks by monitoring you all the time and babysitting you and locking the fridge and keeping you away from the fast food is going to make the problem go away, I can say from experience, it ain't going to work, Sala. This is out of your ballpark, son. She needs help.
Somebody who loves you is going to want better for you. They're not going to lie to you. They're not going to just sit there while you're, destroying your life or whatever. They're going to want to help you be a better person. And yeah, but I need to be a healthy person too, to be that person in return for that person, my partner. So some haters, they don't have a life, just watching the others and put their bad comments on them and get involved deeply in their life simply if you don't like them. So why do you watch these people? Yeah, I don't know. Exactly. That's the $1 million question. For money, for views. 2 to 1.
And that's why you do with your content for money and for views. You said long ago, I wouldn't do YouTube if I wasn't getting paid. So you're here for the money, Chantal.
One. Fran, Helene. Just wondering. And even in the video, and like, just randomly, like, he'll even surprise me. That's why usually when he says something sweet in the video, I don't know what to say. I'm like caught off guard, like, and then I just blush like a little like a younger girl with a crush. Like that's how I feel. It's nice to feel that way and to be loved for who you are.
But he doesn't love you for who you are. Oh my God, I can't, y'all. I can't. He loves you for who you are. Then why is he trying to change you into a completely different person? Someone that you don't even want to be. I mean, you guys are supposed to be newly married, which I doubt. And he's saying on a live stream in front of everybody that he wants you to lose weight. He wants you to lose 200 pounds. So he loves you the way you are, Chantal? He loves your binges? I don't think he does. He's trying to get you to eat healthy. He's trying to change you to a completely different Chantal. But the one thing that he's not getting is the only one that can change Chantal is Chantal. And you shouldn't be basing your life changes on somebody else. You should change them on, I want to do it for me. That's when it really works.
Yeah. Who just look down on other people are cowards in the end. They have no self-esteem, no integrity, no anything really, to be able to like cut people down over like little things. Ew, I don't know. There's some that are just disgusting. Like that FBRC guy, like he'll put a hippo in his thumbnail. Dude, you look more like that hippo than me. You're a grown man. You're disgusting. And you're making fun of a woman online over and over. Like all I have to do is take the time to open your channel and report you for bullying.
I just had a thought. It seems rather strange to me that she's talking this way and Sala is in the chat and he's obviously in the house and he's okay with it. I just have to wonder, y'all. It just hit me. Is she doing this stream purposely bringing up different reactors because she wants them to get angry and react to her so that it drives more traffic to her channel? Yeah, it kind of feels like that.
And you're gone again. So go back to mukbangs and being mukbang fatty and burping because that's all you're good at. Nobody cares about you. You're a disgusting old man and you're gross and you're mean.
Okay, you know what? I'm done here. 2 hours is more than enough. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this react video. If you have, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. Thank you very much for watching and have a wonderful night. Bye-bye.